Hi everybody, Avana Intuitive here for our energy reading for the week of November 21st, 2024. I want to remind everyone it is for entertainment purposes only. Please like, share, and subscribe as it really helps the channel. Thank you for being here. Please don't forget, I do have a website at www.avanaintuitive.com. I can do email readings with you, and I also do tarot card readings and Akashic record readings if you'd like to book a reading with me. So to get started, I have a new deck today that I'm using. It is the Archetype Cards by Carolyne Myss. I just got this new deck, so I thought we would do an energy reading with it, getting some idea on what maybe some archetype energy for this week, or whenever you get this, whenever you see this video, you know, to see if there's just some archetype energy around us that, you know, that might be valid. Then I am using the Elemental Oracle deck by Stacey Demarco. I'm going to pull one card as a clarifying card from that deck, a new deck. It's not new for me, but I very rarely, in fact, I don't think I've actually ever used it before. And then I also have another new deck, this Intuitive Whispers Oracle by Maude Hirst. So a lot of new decks. I was called to use decks this week that I really have never used, that I don't use much. I think I actually have used that Intuitive Whispers Oracle in one of my previous readings. But I was called to use decks this week for the energy reading that I don't normally use, and that, you know, and also that are new. So that's what I'm doing. So here we go. I'm going to pull the first three cards here from this Archetype Cards deck. Let's see what we get. Very interesting. And I'm going to pull one card. Here we go. From the Elemental Oracle. Just like kind of get some clarifying energy. Let me give this deck a shuffle, and we'll certainly, as we always do, we'll go through all these cards and see what we get. All right. The first card that I got is Athlete, and it says light attributes, dedication to transcending physical limits, including handicaps, development of personal willpower, and strength of spirit. The shadow attributes are misuse of athletic ability for selfish ends, false sense of invulnerability, and entitlement. First card. The second card I got is God. Light attributes, benevolence and compassion, recognizing the eternal force within yourself and others. Shadow attributes, despotism and cruelty, using power to control people. And the third card is Hermit. Light attributes are seeks solitude to focus intently on inner life, serves personal creativity. Shadow attributes are withdraws from society out of fear or negative judgment of others, refusing to help those in need. The clarifying card that I got is Rain. It's a beautiful picture. It's a beautiful image, and it says rain. So let's get started. I want to grab this Athlete and see if it says anything else. Athlete, Olympian, ultimate expression of strength of spirit, represented by the power of the body, has a strong code of ethics and morality. Professional skill level is less important than the willpower and strength of spirit. Shadow athlete manifests as misuse of strength, false sense of invulnerability, dirty play, or lack of honor that compels one to cheat. Look for a lifetime dedication to excellence in sport, accompanied by strength of spirit. Okay. God, let's see what that says. It says hero or Adonis, the ultimate in male dominance. In the positive aspect, benevolent and compassionate. Shadow God manifests as a dictator or despot, or uses physical attractiveness to get what he wants without returning love. Look for a lifelong sense of great power used either selfishly or selflessly. All right. And then we have the Hermit. And it says, withdraw from society to focus intently on inner life. Devotes all energies to creative work or spiritual practice. Shadow Hermit manifests as intolerance, loathing, or fear of others, or refusal to help those in need. Looking for a long-standing need to retreat into yourself to marshal your powers. All right. And then I'm going to read what it says about rain, which is 35. Then we're going to delve into this a little deeper. The conditions of greater prosperity are being met. Know that all will be well. Cleanse yourself of old, outdated views. You have everything you need to grow. Let yourself be cleansed. The sound of rain on leaves or a tin roof. The sweet smell of rain, it hits the thirsty earth after a hot day. The simple pleasures of life. You soon know how much rain contributes to the balance and health of a land where you haven't had any for a long time. You also understand how much it contributes to the positive mental health of communities that have been locked in drought states for a considerable length of time. Rain is liquid water from the atmosphere that has become heavy enough to fall under gravitational pull. It is a part of fresh water to the land. Raindrops can vary in size due to temperature and the rate of coalescence. The amount of rain helps from biomes and ecosystems. The amount of rain helps form biomes and ecosystems. Without rain, we have less fecundity. Plant life, particularly plants that supply food, do not thrive without rain or irrigation. Drought affects animals and pollinators such as fruit bats and bees, which are integral to the production of food. Some biomes are wetter than others and have almost constant rainfall, such as rainforests. Human intervention has influenced rain patterns. Particles of solid or liquid matter suspended in the air can increase cloud condensation and trigger a rain event. Man-made global warming is also affecting rain patterns, with some areas becoming drier and some having intense rainfall. Okay, while I'm looking at this, it's amazing. Okay, first of all, we have really three male images. Okay, nothing, to me that's a neutral statement, but I'm just saying we have an athlete with a male image, we have a god, which is, it said it's the male, like the highest level of male energy, and then we have a hermit here with a male image, and then we have this female image, right, of rain. That's the first thing I'm noticing. The second thing is they're all strong images in their own right. Obviously, this athlete is physically strong. This god is, and this athlete is actually physically strong. The god is actually strong, like in spiritual strength. The hermit is kind of strong, can be, but yet removes himself from being, he's spiritually strong. I'm not saying he isn't physically strong, but he's kind of removed himself, making that transition to really finding where he's at, taking slow steps to move forward. This is kind of interesting to me, these cards. And then again, I go back to this rain. These male attributes, okay, like moving forward, having the strength, having even the spiritual strength, cannot go forward without having the time to sit back and see what direction should it be moved. If you move forward just spiritually, okay, or just, in this, let's see what it says here, and then this says recognizing the external force within yourself and others. So the external force, this is like the, oh my goodness, there's so much here. Okay, this is like the internal force of yourself moving forward, then the external force of yourself moving forward. But it's not just moving forward, it's also like externally and internally, but it's also taking the time to think about what direction, where do I want to move forward? Why do I want to go that direction, right? But then it's also having this reign. You can't just always be moving forward and doing things. You have to step back and take that time to meditate, take that time to think about things, take that time to get replenished, right? With almost like this female, this balance. It's almost like things have moved one direction and now they're getting ready to move the other direction for a bit. And not 100%, not that everything's moved 100% one way or the other way, but almost like that pendulum is taking some time, to get replenished. I always, when it rains and when it lightnings and thunders, I really don't prefer lightning and thunder. Some people will walk out and watch it. I know 2 people in my life who are like, I love the lightning and I love the thunder and I'm going to go sit out like in the garage and watch it. And I'm like closing up the house, turning on the TV loud, turning the lights on so I don't see it and I don't hear it. And I thought, one day I was thinking about, the poor animals out there. I'm sure they're so scared because, it's so loud and it's like so scary. And then it took a long time. I mean, I've been thinking that for decades. And then one day I heard this message, which was the animals, and whether they said this or not, but the animals are like, we love that. Because when we hear lightning and thunder, we know it's going to rain, or we know it is raining, and we're getting this life-giving water that we need. Yes, we know how to hide from it. We get out of it. We get away from it. So we protect ourselves. We don't stand there and, get hit by lightning or whatever. We don't, some of us don't relish it, but we hide and we get out of it. But to us, that's nature's signal that we're going to be getting life-giving water that we need. And I was like, wow, isn't that funny? Something that one man's trash is another man's treasure. So then now I kind of look at it, and I just had that revelation a couple months ago. And that's what it was like. Yeah, it's all about balance. It's all about harmony. It's all about, just because I think of something a certain way, that's not how somebody else, even animals, plants, it's not how they think about it. And that's kind of like, yeah, it's interesting that, these images came up, and yet all of these images, the rain covers everything. This men and women, humans, we all get rained on, right? The earth gets rained on. Everything gets rained on. The rain touches everything. Just like the sunshine, just like the moving forward, the light attributes, and the benevolence, the compassion, the sunshine of divinity is there and hits everybody. So does this beautiful rain, and stepping back and getting this replenishment of this beautiful water and love. So I think that's just kind of like a beautiful, balanced message this week that I'm kind of getting, that you have this beautiful, it all just is a harmony. And I don't really know much about music, and I wish I did. I don't know how to read music or play it or anything, but I know how to enjoy it. And I just heard it's mostly like we're like a tone. We're like a tonal balance, a harmony. This tonal balance, a harmony of getting together and playing this beautiful song together. Yes, it's energy. Yes, it's physical energy. Yes, it's water. Yes, it's rain. But it all comes down to being a beautiful, harmonic orchestra symphony of sound and beauty and tone, and it just all comes together. So that to me, I'm going to wrap it up there, because that to me is the message. And I think it's very interesting to get these male images of strength and beauty in its own sense, and then to have it all kind of covered with this beautiful image of rain and this feminine image of rain and beauty also, kind of covering everything. It's kind of a neat thought too. So, all right, so here we go. We'll do our 3-card pick. Again, it's the Intuitive Whispers Oracle. Think about your question while I shuffle the card, or think about, if you just want to get a message from Spirit, And again, if it resonates, that's fine. And if it doesn't, that's fine too. So let's see what we got here. All right, card 1, card 2, card 3. Think about which card resonates with you, 1, 2, or 3. If you picked card 1, you got the number 12, which is a 3, and it says, you're more powerful than you know. If you picked card 2, you got a 40, which is a 4, and it says, split your focus. That's interesting. That's kind of like a male-female thing, a light-dark thing. Split your focus. I'm not really sure what that means, but you know what? Hopefully you do if you got the card. And if you don't, that's okay too. And if you picked card 3, you got 5, and it says ground from the root. 5 stand for change, transition, but grounding from the root. Almost, I'm getting the feeling with this card, ground yourself if you are making some changes in that. You know what, you want to have that nice strong foundation and grounding yourself and as you move forward. So I hope this message, I hope it, resonated with you. But again, you know what, it's okay if it didn't. I will see you tomorrow, of course, for our weekend message, our weekend energy message for the weekend. And again, Mondays, I do my 3-card pick. Tuesdays are my super duper girls. Wednesdays are my predictions. Today, Thursdays, my energy readings. Again, tomorrow, weekend predictions. So that's it. I will see you tomorrow. Namaste.